To start this video off, how does Arcane Expertise work? Arcane Expertise is fairly simple. You can see it as by modding any ability strength or gain it through sources like Madurai Focus School's Sling Strength. You will gain the same exact amount of plus shield percentage in return when it is at rank 5. Like now, I have 324% additional plus shield percentage, which indicate that I have 324% additional strength modded. So why replace Rhino Charge with Parasitic Armor instead? Normally, if you wish to hit some insane values on Iron Skin, you did be investing in so many things at the same time while keeping Rhino Charge for Ironclad Charge. And all it does is giving you an amount of overguard that is way too overkill in places you did find yourself in, and being useless when the levels go higher or endurance runs. Or you could stand under a Jade Light and do what Ironclad builds could, sacrifice nothing in return, only limited by the frequency of it. There is no point of setting everything up and wait enemies to come close. Use Psyotic to group them up and make sure that you hit all of them at once. Cast your buttons to be just as immortal as a few quick button presses that can be done anywhere. No additional requirement, while also had the ability to permanently regenerate it. Rhino Stomp serves as the only means of regenerating it via reinforcing stomp, while passively prolongs it for even more because enemies don't hit you. Unless the enemies are fast enough to chew through this amount of overguard, nothing can graze you. This build serves to provide those who wish to just chill and not setting up everything, or just doesn't want to tackle the enemy damage part of Iron Skin and wish an easy way out. Or you may wish to always make use of Jade Light, but hate to always wait for its arrival, or just can't get a hold of the attack tempo of Jade Light, which causes you to always get suboptimal results. This is the perfect build for you. Enemy damage at levels like this aren't prevalent enough to just make this build worthless, but it is enough for you to tackle all sorts of missions, even the actually quote-unquote tough ones. All you really need to do is to ensure that you drop a pet at the start of the mission or have something like preparation ready. Speaking of, it is really just the usual cookie cutter Emeraldic Rhino build with some key variances, like Prime Redirection for obvious reason, and Arcane Expertise for even more strength to shield points. You could opt for this variation as well, which sacrifices a bit of strength and Iron Skin value in exchange of an arcane that helps your desired weapon more, like Arcane Acceleration for primary fire rate. Shot-wise, 3 strength, 1 duration, 1 casting speed, and Focus School should be Madurai for the 50% casting speed and the 40% strength. The ability cast rotation may seem tough by the looks of it, but it is actually very simple. Operator out, cast ability, operator in, shoot an enemy with weapon to trigger going power, parasitic armor, operator out, cast ability, operator in, Iron Skin. In real time, this is how it looks like. With everything set up properly, you should be looking at values as high as this or even higher depending on the setups you go. The variated build is even easier. All you need is just Sling Strength, proc its status, and then cast Parasitic Armor and Iron Skin. That's it. Anyways, while the build looks incredible, but there's one more that is, in my opinion, even more incredible than this. What is this build anyway? Can you believe that I tell you Rhino can simply deal damage all by himself?
Look what our Tenno operative just found.
The build already debuted itself from this video and has been explained, but I suppose that some of you may not even see this video before, or is it? Remember Iron Shrapnel? Most of you think of this augment as the glorified recast augment, but its main purpose is basically everything but recast, just like its good old friend Piercing Raw. Iron Shrapnel turns Iron Skin into a damaging ability upon pressing the button again, dealing 100% of the remainder of Iron Skin as damage to enemies within base 8 meter. This AoE has fall off, but surprisingly, no line of sight limitation. Think of it like a different version of Equinox main, but at home version. This damage, unsurprisingly, is affected by all sorts of ability damage increase, shards, and raw, thus the usual priming setup. This is the primer, just make sure that you have corrosive proc. And that leaves us with the fourth issue, which Psyotid has that covered. The build is actually a bit hard to get a hang of it, as it has a lot of moving parts that you need to pay attention to, with both raw and parasitic needs to be active at all times, while ever so slightly off sync with each other with their 5-second base duration difference. But the rotation is actually quite simple. Psyotid outfire, Bobonico outfire, and then press Iron Skin twice afterwards. The reason that you press Iron Skin twice is for the 0.5 second overguide gating abuse, and the build reach a point that your cast time is shorter than the gate, causing you to take no damage because of the brief invulnerability period. The build is simple. Like the last one, you will want both Prime Redirection and Arcane Expertise slotted, and also the Iron Shrapnel augment. Same focus school like the first build, 4 ability damage increase shard on corrosive procs and 1 casting speed. And yeah, that's all for today's build. Like, sub, and comment like the YouTubers would always say, but that's up to you. See you all next time. Goodbye.